for your Albert is
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Farming might look like simple work, but 'tisn't. Farming might look like...
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
This is no place to compose my thoughts. All that fuss, and nary a coin to show for it. Don't I know that? Interested in my wares? A few hours sleep ought to help clear my thoughts. If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go. Must hold out till someone comes to me. Got to crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
Perhaps a stroll from town. See what I can find.
Not my kind of place, this. I'd sooner not associate with Dogma. And nary a coin to show for it. Go on, have a look. Not my kind of place, this.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble.
This is no place to compose my thoughts. Isn't the dragon getting all that fuss? And nary a coin to
Let's
show
see.
for it.
Where to next? I'll be here, but standing still is harder than it looks, you know.
A few hours sleep ought to help order my thoughts. Can't remember the last time my pockets jingled. Life's been pretty kind to me. Stock up on the basics. Only fools walk into peril unprepared. I'm off. If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
That's a strong.
I'm aching for a
See what I
fight.
can find.
What makes a performance worth watching?
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
This inspires naught but misgivings. Don't I know that lass from somewhere? All that fuss, and nary a coin to show for it. This is no place to compose my thoughts.
My bedquarters. And I shan't resist.
Got to think about what's in sense. It seems naught can cure our desire for oblivion.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
A hard day's work, is it too? Ain't nothing but
Living's
trouble.
hard, but dreams are free.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
My head hurts just thinking.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Their own affairs. Why must I suffer so? All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders. No desire to live this way any longer.
Days like this make me glad to be alive. Would that I could spend all day.
I could use a rest. Wood. here I can enjoy my own company.
If I grin and bear it, I'll make it through.
Surely does a number on my shoulder.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Not sure why I control it, if I'm honest. Everyone's busy with their own affairs. A sprinkle of misfortune can make a pleasant spice. Reckon I could best
This is quite a quandary.
weary. We are never truly well rested. Watch your
Must be vigilant. The townspeople have any ingredients.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
You fool enough to fall for it? Shame on you.
It's been a hard day.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Off wandering about again, I see. Why are you so adverse to doing honest work?
You would ask the proud scion of House Berkeley to move crates, to scribble in ledgers. Preposterous.
Albert, see sense. That pride of yours has already ruined you once before. Do you mean to let it do so again? I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? that man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
You!
Gotta crack a few skulls if you want to be top dog.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. 'Twas intriguing to watch a mage hold their own on the front lines. I did not think such a thing could be done.
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Shall we get some rest then? A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
The chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious.
Shut.
I'm in it now.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me. Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
What's life without it? I've just about had my fill of this
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
I've a terrible itch.
I hope it isn't fleas.
Wish I could go on an adventure. Nice place for picnic.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
All this patrolling doesn't...
Might you be looking to enlist?
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. But ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think. I fear I'll make for poor conversation.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Never mind what they say. I'll hold my head high.
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last.
My sword arm could use some work.
Sure, why I patrol it?
If I'm honest.
It's been a hard day.
There's much needs doing. And the chaps
Must hold out till someone comes.
could use it.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
There's comfort.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Are you of worthy station to be present here?
Ah, good to see you. Those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily e'er since. I ne'er thought I'd see the day. To be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service. Pray, allow me to show my appreciation.
Would seem we even need to visit the palace.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm here.
Those garments had a marked effect. In short, you've done the...
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
Fi! I thought I was being careful. How'd she find me out? I suppose there's no escaping it now. Oh, Selina. How I miss you. I suppose there's no Oh, Selina. How I miss you.
Quiet at last.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
It's no easy thing, making a living. Soldier.
Time to be heading home.
I wonder what rooms the morrow has had.
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
What delights might there be to find out today?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I've got to keep moving.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
How dare you?
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Whatever am I to do?
Off we trot.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Now, where was I bound again? Peril can result from a moment's incaution.
Now here's a welcome sight.
The hours seem to fly when I'm
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
I'll gladly stay a while. Moving.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
It's been a hard day.
Cannot help but be wary.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Gentle scratch on my arms and armor.
May have I'll treat
Now here's a
myself.
welcome sight.
Oh, I don't need this right now.
Hard. Barely scraping by.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
This can't be
I've never heard something
Better than that!
Prepare yourself! I cannot fault your prowess.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
I'll not take that from you. douse the flames before 'tis too late!
Not what I expected. Methinks I've earned a rest.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Someone ought to put a stop to this.
We'll pull through yet! Stand strong!
No more.
I'll not stand for this. That damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. Damn it. And my hunger.
This village is my home. You cannot expect me to abandon it. Lend me your aid.
Turn you into a pincushion! Beast spits of foul substance. Avoid it at all costs.
Be wary. Aught is amiss.
One of us has been poisoned. Too slow. Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Of course. The answer was staring me right in the face.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
We can ill afford to rush headlong into battle. Let us watch our foe carefully to determine our best strategy here.
The beast spits a fell substance. Avoid it at all costs.
Watch out!
When enraged, this creature is capable of calamitous strength. We ought not to provoke it.
All together now. We attack the squad.
I shall lead the charge.
I will lead.
We'll pull through yet.
minded creature by all appearances. We can easily redirect its focus with our attacks.
Understood.
Great.
Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you.
I feel my age every time I raise my hammer.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. But that place posts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with this.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
The other day, I espied an elf. They ill-favour living alongside the people of other races. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you...
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Shall we report our results?
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but...
Where are you going? Everyone's as tired as I am.
Mayhap I'll come.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
Such peace.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I serve...
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth.
I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Time I taught that dullard a lesson.
What to make of
Can't
this?
afford any mistakes this time.
Off we trot.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich.
Now, where was I bound again?
What's the road for cycle? Very well. I shall return.
That reminds me. Now that I think on it, none in our party are healers.
We may only be able to carry so many curatives with us at a time, but they can serve just as well.
Come on then, let's dance.
Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle, but knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray.
Right you are.
My luck runs out.
I'll crush you if you keep that up. I ain't keen to dress.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Fine.
You feared?
You should be.
Oi! You can do better than that!
Abandoned campsite. Just pretend.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
What am I supposed to do, eh? Happy stay a while. Ain't got the foggiest.
Stand strong! We're still in the fight!
Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
I'll judge you and feed you your entrails. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm.
How do you like that?
Forgive me for being a burden.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy trade.
No! The Arisen has been poisoned! No miracle will bring us victory. We ought to withdraw and rethink our approach.
was a patient man.
Come on,
Right.
A flawless execution.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
That's quite enough.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
Incidentally, I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I'll turn you into a pincushion! I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
I could do this all day. Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
risen!
Thank you, Master. I only hope
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. I suppose you must have some attachment to this place, Arisen, given how often we've made use of it.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure. Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then. Feeling rested, I trust?
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
The foremost priority is to douse those flames.
Where are the walls?
It has a resistance to ice.
We are to retreat then?
Where you do not fall, brave the enemy's attack has been.
I quite agree.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself.
Did anyone else see that? What catches the eye?
We ought to take a closer look.
Truly are formidable, Arisen.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship. You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
Well, it's clear the two of you know what you're doing. And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I think not. Oh, I should tell you. There's a forgotten rift stone nearby. I found it beyond the rift. Shall we go there now?
We cannot break it from this side.
Really now? Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Right you are.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Dull days for us are a sign that all...
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich?
Tell is, Vermund was once a beast-ring kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed, though 'tis not widely known among the common folk. Over here, if you please.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Now, there's no debilitation a curative cannot mend.
That's not adding up today.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
There are other matters to discuss, such as...
This is quite the rep. Find.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Master, watch out!
Well then, do not falter. We'll take every ounce of our strength, but we can prevail.
I am well aware.
movements have grown sluggish.
We must not give them a chance to recover.
Strike fast, Satchel, and our quarry shall fall!
Thank you.
Have no fear. Everything will be all right.
Tide has turned against us.
We must formulate a strategy, else we've no hope.
Well done, Master.
We've got goblins! I will protect you.
Can't wait to find out what's inside. Someone saw fit to camp here,
The sun is yet to set. We could rest here now, or press on a while longer.
Say it. We trounced our foe well and true.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
One arrow is all I need. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Stop! This Cyclops makes a rather sturdy bridge, doesn't it?
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
It is not what I expected.
Am I the only one getting knocked about?
You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
You have my protection.
I'll have to part with my own master. With that, I should like to see it done. No objection to it. Would you lend me a hand?
That beast is truly enormous!
If we are to have any hope of felling it, we must discern its weakness.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late! Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
A well-organized pack is my speciality. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Ingredients are plentiful.
Can't say I have any tidings to share.
Not much going on.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Do come again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
My bed boots. And as sharp as this.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
That all you wanted to ask? Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, Most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief, Maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick.
Place for a picnic.
It's been a hard day.
I'll have an early supper.
That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
I'm not interested.
What brings you here? What brings you here?
Need someone to talk to?
Someone's complaining.
Oh, Master. I thought I might never see you again.
Do take care not to stray so far next time. A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brandt will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Now to report to Captain Brandt. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. When we first came to this village, I had not an inkling of what secrets it hid.
Indeed.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship. Come, I'll lead the way. I thought I recognized this place. We've been here before, have we not?
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds. Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it? We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
On my way!
Another encounter? I ill like this. We are already hard-pressed from our previous engagement. Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disrupt.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look. It's pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead.
Let us hope we make it through without incident.
Indeed, you are correct.
Over so soon? I would seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with everything.
I'll put an end to this, foe master.
The foremost priority is to douse those flames. We've been open. Focus your attack.
My task is true, and our quarry shall fall!
Pray, follow me.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. Tis this way, as I recall from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
We cannot break it from this side.
Really now?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
A clear mind.
Some might find cleaning tea.
Must put me right at home.
Just one last push, and I'll be done.
Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make. Mayhap the one we're here to meet intends to arrive at a different time of day?
I'm not sure we're making any progress here. We might want to remind ourselves of the particulars of our task.
This looks as good a place as any.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Living's hard.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty. Your aid...
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
Some might find
barely scraping by.
Welcome to the Star Trek. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? What a delight.
come to stir up trouble tonight?
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares. What was it I had to do?
This looks all this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Something fun to do.
Reckon I'd spend my life here if I could.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich?
Take a better mind than mine to solve this.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
I'm the predicament. Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks, see, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set.
Let me get that.
Pray any ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Would that such peace reigned eternal.
If you... Must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! Ready to fall asleep.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't see. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
I'd not mind lingering for a spell. Seems much.
Might look to partner up with someone else.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We'd best see to it post-haste, ere we forget.
True enough.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not nide, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Batal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Just stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
Mystifying.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Bunch of sluggards. New blood come.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage. So, you've come.
I'm not seasoned enough for this. suppose I ought
I must remain calm. It will all come good in the end.
Quit acting so chummy. Stay away from me. Watch yourself.
Is there aught you require?
Do not test me.
see reason. For this.
Townspeople depend on me.
about anywhere.
Stay away from me. Leave off. Stay away. Leave off.
That's quite enough.
What was I supposed to do? I've clean forgotten. Oh, my God, it's so trainable.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Well
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Such quietude is a blessing. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Good to see. Those garments you gave me, to be frank, I've not the... In short, you've done us...
Alas, it would seem I've taken on too much.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen. So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
I'd kick just about anywhere. I'm dead on my feet after today's...
Soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the This is quite a quandary. I've no time for you now. Leave me...
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oho! The ruler, you say. Claim you to be arisen as well, then? I must applaud the audacity of spinning such a falsehood. Though the possibility certainly stands that the man currently residing in the palace is but a pretender. Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of, he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Oh, you've no interest in such things? Why, the law is everything to me. 'Tis life itself. I believe I can surmise what you came for. And though I am here on false charges, I have no intention of breaking the law to gain my freedom. What is it? Have you come to hear more tales of false Arisens? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Watch yourself. What's your problem?
Laced, they'll strapped. I'm ready for patrol. A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle. I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. So tired. I'd say it's been to tie my boots. And I'll be done for the day.
notice if I'm mistraining.
My talents are not. There's simply nowhere better in all the town.
A fine place.
I've got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out of my skull guarding the palace. At least here I can listen to...
Is there nary a chance to make a fresh acquaintance?
There's no shame in living life for its pleasures.
I'm surrounded by winches on
I
all
guess
sides.
I get to lead a quiet life.
All my fears seem so much more.
Enjoy dancing. Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal. Apparently, even privately owned items will come to be curtailed soon.
How dreadful! I have some servants ferrying things over from Batal. Mayhap I ought to hasten them along.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
Is there nary a chance to make a fresh acquaintance?
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. Notice if I'm mistraining.
'Twould seem our sovereign has recovered enough to walk. Word reached my ear that he would be attending, though I've yet to espy him.
No doubt he must first meet with Queen. All this merrymaking.
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
Why, no.
We who are gathered here are naught.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen.
I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chatter.
So, tell me more of this ox cart.
As I hear it, it turned from the high road only to vanish. 'Twas carrying some few dozen pawns at the time as well.
Strange tale indeed. Yet fawns are oft called nomads. They are transient creatures by nature. They are wont to vanish on occasion, are they not?
True, but pawns are not the only ones who employ ox carts. I cannot help but worry that this business does not bode well for any of us.
Naught but dreary duty awaits after this.
Here to ask aught of me, are you? I find dressing for these occasions awfully tedious.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
Can't complain,
We're the best there is, and that's that.
Methinks I'll have a rest. What?
Not much going on hereabouts.
Is this fast truly to the sun?
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet. I find it liberating to hide my... Whatever am I to do? I've little enough gold to spend.
Wait for the new equipment coming. I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it possible.
Have you business in Batal? Then you, good sir, will require an entry permit. Don't go thinking.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
What do you think you're doing in here?
All this revelry in war's wake. 'Tisn't right.
Naught but tedious talk of golden governance.
Now this is
Is there aught you require?
No. We who are gathered here are naught but nature.
Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I foresaw. My task is to seek out items of potential value and research them. And 'twas going well, too, till I found that door. 'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings, but my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
I've a pressing duty to which I must attend. I've a pressing duty.
What I can do for you?
Would that all my days...
If you've naught to say, I'd best be...
'Twouldn't do to meddle.
I find it liberating to hide my face from...
Naught but dreary duty away.
I find it liberating to hide my...
I shan't let anything...
Is this fast truly to the Sovereign's taste? Is this fast truly to the Sovereign's taste?
Aught you need of me? Methinks I'll have a rest. Methinks I'll have a rest.
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
We're the best there is, and that's that.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell. I can't solve all your problems, you know.
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other.
What brings you here?
My sword arm could use some work. I've a pressing duty to which I must attend. I've a pressing duty to which I must... I've a pressing duty to which I must attend. All my days were so tranquil.
I cannot afford another night of water.
All my days were so tranquil.
Best to remain sober.
Now this is a conundrum. Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
Who are you supposed to be?
I find it liberating.
Is there aught you require?
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
What do you think you're doing here?
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
drink more wine.
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
Marriage is no less important than death.
My sword arm could use...
I quite understand why the Sovereign enjoys masquerades. I quite understand why the Sovereign enjoys masquerades.
Always sets me to think.
Just about anywhere.
Here I might reflect.
All this revelry in war's wake. 'Tisn't right.
Best to remain so.
I've a pressing duty to which I must...
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
Might as well make merry while the wine flows. Might as well make merry while the wine flows.
Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk.
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, is recovered at last. No tidings could be more joyous. Indeed, 'tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair Vermund shall once again be governed by a true ruler.
Come now, loosen those purse strings.
I fear I've naught useful to share.
Is this fast truly to the Sovereign's taste?
Would that all my days were so tranquil. My sword arm could use some work.
I really would have been better off a baker.
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. I only pray my watch reaches without incident. Would that all my days were so spent by dusk.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Even the best of us has his limits, I suppose.
I will see to it that the law is upheld.
I can't solve all your problems, you...
I will see to it that the law...
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Here I might reflect upon my affairs in peace.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Have you business in Batal? Then you, good sir, will require an entry permit. Don't go thinking you can slip through the border checkpoint without one. Too many scoundrels are trying that of late. Trade twixt our nations may be on the upswing, but passage of regular civilians is still closely monitored. So, should you seek entry in future, I bid you take the proper channels.
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I foresaw. My task is to seek out items of potential value. 'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etch. So back and forth I go on an endless stream.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
I'd sooner stay out than back. Just about anywhere.
Don't complain, the better.
Dull days for us are a sign that all
Does life have meaning? Or is all we do in vain?
It's on me. This place is very dreary.
Breadth of knowledge is no less important.
Place to soothe the spirit, this.
There's simply nowhere better in all the town.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
isn't much to go on.
Drawn to quiet spots like this.
I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
We need more customers with heavy purses.
I worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest.
Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Always the same. They are.
I hope I didn't leave the pot on top.
Oh, Master. I thought I might never see you again.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
In Greek. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? What's this? The Palace of Vermund is sending brass to an individual by the name of Dara. And brass is code for imitating someone, you say? I wonder. 'Tis not unheard of for a member of the court to employ a decoy, a look-alike, to confuse assassins and their ilk. Though in our case, 'twould seem far more likely that this Darrow fellow is none other than Arthur, the false sovereign, as I am certain your Majesty has already deduced. We can call this investigation a resounding success.
We've yet to get to the bottom of this. I cannot but feel that there's some grander plot at work here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your a place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? I have been unable to uncover aught of use through my own channels, though I am loath to ask this of you, Your Majesty. There is no one else to whom I can turn. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Good tidings, friend. As for me, you see, I grew so fond of the destination, and that's when I thought, I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Over here, if you please. Shall we get some rest then? I returned safe and sound, and I dare say, wiser for my travels.
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Our soldiers need better training.
Wonder what's going on in town. No time to head to market, methinks.
I've more time than I know how to spend. I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent...
We've arrived. Just...
We shall remain here.
If you don't mind, sir, I've my duty to attend to.
Must be tiring being so alert all day long. As ought to be said, peace and quiet.
Nice. I'm ready.
When does my watch end? What to do about combat training?
Mayhap I'll come here when I've a day to myself.
Feels eerie.
This armor's far from comfortable.
I'd sooner stay out of battle. What to do about combat training? I only pray my watch finishes without quiet at last.
This sort of quiet me as well.
Last push, and I'll be done.
to tie my boots.
Monsters range nearer than e'er they dared before.
What to do about combat training? Quiet at last.
Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
Whoever's my replacement's been for a boot up the arse. I must earn the people's faith.
Always sets me to thinking, this place. I cannot help but be wary. After all I've seen.
Are you politic this morning?
All honest coin is made while the sun shines.
Plus, not much going on. Tis quiet about.
Still waiting on that report.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty. 'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part.
Pray.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Suppose I ought to earn my fare.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
What's this? Come, oh, if only, Mike. Alas, and 'twould wound if you're curious. The man's home is located.
What say we gather some information?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
That's odd.
Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phaesus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Should I get up to it?
Oh dear. What am I to do?